Can the deceased contact us through our cell phones? Yeah, yes, they can. I've had it happen to me from friends of mine that have passed away. I also had it happen not that long ago on a missing persons case I was working on. And here's more evidence. Check it out and let me know what you think. After all, like I've said before, our souls are energy. We're currently in these human bodies. But once we shed these bodies and pass back into spirit, we will be of energy form. And they can manipulate lights, doorbells, computers, television, radios, and your cell phone. Seriously, check it out and let me know what you think.
We think of telephones as everyday things, plastic and glass, good for ordering pizza or doom scrolling through social media. But since their invention, people suspected they could serve another purpose. Nikola Tesla built a radio to reach the spirit world. Thomas Edison believed he could do the same. He called it a spirit phone, a device to bridge this world and the next. In 1920, Edison told Scientific American he'd been working on an apparatus to see if it is possible for personalities which have left this earth to communicate with us. He died in 1931 without completing it, or so his assistants claimed. But these calls do happen. In 1979, scientists published the first comprehensive study of phone calls from the dead. They documented over 100 cases. 72% occurred within 24 hours of death. 89% featured heavy static or poor connection quality. 94% described voices as distant, mechanical, or hollow. Average call duration, 6 to 15 seconds. The pattern was clear. The calls were real. But were they messages from beyond or something else? Sometimes the dead call to say goodbye. Sometimes they call with a warning. Dean Koontz is famous for writing horror novels, but his most terrifying story is one he lived. Koontz was in his home on a Tuesday afternoon in 1988, working alone in a quiet house. The phone rang, an unlisted number. He picked it up and heard that heavy rhythmic static crackling through the receiver. Then a woman's voice cut through the noise. It was faint, but distinct. It sounded exactly like his mother. But his mother had been dead for over a decade. Koontz didn't speak. He couldn't. The voice didn't say hello. It didn't ask how he was doing. It said only one thing, repeated in a flat tone. "Be careful, Dean. Be careful." It didn't sound like a recording. It sounded like a transmission from somewhere else. Then the line went dead. 2 days later, Koontz visited his father at a mental care facility. His father suffered from dementia. Koontz walked into the room, and his father looked at him, reached into a drawer, and pulled out a knife. The blade was 8 inches long and razor sharp. His father lunged and tried to stab him. Koontz caught his father's wrist, inches from his chest. His father was 73 years old, but fought like a man possessed. It took 3 orderlies to pull them apart. Koontz wrestled the knife away. He subdued his father without getting hurt. If he hadn't been on edge, if he hadn't been warned, he might not have reacted fast enough. His mother reached across whatever separates the living from the dead to save her son's life.